Hello, my name is Ronak Bott and I am in 5th grade. Today, I will be presenting my tech fair project. It is a digital photo called Message in a Bottle. I took these photos so I did not plagiarize. I took these photos and placed them together to represent something that means that you should not be on your phone or on a device for that matter for any longer than you need to be. I know that with the world gone virtual, we have all been on our phones and laptops and desktops and things like that, but we need to get fresh air, you and me alike. Please enjoy the presentation. I was really inspired because every time I get on a computer, it makes me feel bad and it makes my head hurt. This is why I created my tech fair project called Message in the Bottle. It represents that you should not be glued to your computer and you should get fresh air. Here we go. Now I will show you how I made my project. This is my final design. This is the Zoom logo. I'm not trying to make Zoom look bad, but I'm just saying that we're all on Zoom now because for me, school's online, and for other people, they have work meetings on Zoom now. Okay, let me explain to you how I made this. Okay, I used a Google app called Chromatic. It uses a green screen feature to help you. We bought green screen paper and laid it out, put a bottle on it, put this bottle on it, and took the picture. We used the bottle to represent this background. This is a picture of the sky that I took on a day. This is the phone. I took my mom's phone and used it separately. So I did the same thing that I did with the bottle. I put it on a green screen and I took a picture. That's why there's a little bit of blue. But I think it looks in the bottle for the most part because of this glare and this glare. Okay, so what are the effects I used? So these clouds weren't here before, as you can probably tell, but I used this tool to draw them. This tool is the lasso tool, and it will let you draw anything you want with your freestyle hand. I blurred out this part a little bit, as you might be able to see, and yes. So you might notice how it's like a little bit darker up here and a little lighter down here. I did that because I used a gradient, this thing. A gradient is basically, it lets you show a gradual change between two colors. This option lets you choose the gradient. Right now, it's set for gray and black. This is the blur tool. I used it to blur these things. This is the eyedropper tool. It's arguably one of the most helpful tools in this because let's say I can't find this color. I'm probably not going to find it in all of these. So what do? I can take the eyedropper tool and click this and it will give you this color, therefore moving it to here. Then you can use it to color something or something like that. Okay, this bottle was a bottle that we happened to have for decoration in our upstairs. So yes. So I downloaded, so you might be wondering how did I get Adobe Photoshop? So I bought a 1-month trial and used it for this. Right now, the 1-month trial is not up yet, so I can still use it. Okay. I went out to the App Store for this, Zoom, because otherwise I couldn't get it. And I tried to join a Zoom meeting, but that didn't really work. I have some other designs or some other trials and errors, but I can show you those now. This is my final draft. After many trials and errors, I finally got it to this state. But what were my other drafts? Let's show them now. This was my other draft. It wasn't really that good, but I used it by getting a bottle and then literally putting a phone in there. require much Photoshop, and so I changed it up. But I would clear these parts by using the Create Rectangle box, this, and changing it to a color like this using the eyedropper tool. But this is my final version. Hello. Since I cannot meet with you in person today, I will tell you some hypothetical questions that you might have. Our first one. Did I work alone or with someone else? I worked alone on this project with the help of my family for the recording part. This took me how long did this take me to complete? I spent about 4 to 5 solid hours on this project in total. Who inspired me to keep working? My teacher inspired me to keep going, and she made a lot of good suggestions. What was the easiest part about this for you? The easiest part of this project was trying to figure out how to use the green screen, and even that wasn't that easy. What was the hardest part of this software? The hardest thing was probably having to learn all this software. At first, I was honestly really confused and I really didn't know what to do. So I created a few just tests and I took the tutorials and I eventually learned how to make this. What was the funnest part of this project? I think that what's really fun is that I get to represent my school in Tech Fair, and I'm just really happy that I get the chance to be here. Thank you for coming today, or not coming, but watching, same thing. Thank you for taking the time to watch this, and I really hope that your day is going well. Thank you to my teacher for inspiring me to do this project. Thank you, and I'll see you next Tech Fair. Bye!